Well, we have joined the local YMCA.
Life is all on schedule, but dead's forever. I send my condolences
Got my name,
to the side of the drive.
Cargo ship. Just like in normal life, there's not always things going on, which we've talked about, we've told you guys that, but how like YouTube's algorithm makes it hard for people to share what it's really like, because then like the video isn't going to get boosted. I'm Carly and this is Brady. In early 2020, we sold our house and most of our possessions and took our first big leap into living our vagabond dreams. We recently hiked 800 miles of the Appalachian Trail, and now we are purchasing a sailboat to start sailing around the world, all while capturing a creative journal of the journey. We hope to inspire you to live your own dreams. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Okay.
You gotta tell us about the feast that you made.
Oh, it's breakfast. This is sausage, eggs, onions, poblano peppers, jalapeno peppers, garlic, and pepper jack cheese. And we're doing breakfast burritos. So we've got some sort of good healthy tortillas, spinach, salsa, potatoes that I air fried in our air fryer, avocado, and Carly's gonna put cream cheese on hers.
Yeah, it's veggie sausage too, by the way.
Yeah, they're veggie sausages. Everything's vegetarian friendly.
Guess what? I teased some exciting things, and now it's time to follow through. Let's not leave you hanging, and let's jump right into exciting things and boat work. But before we do that, we need to jump back in time just a little bit. So what just happened?
Oh, we just ordered the transmission, the rebuilt transmission. They said UPS.
About it.
I don't.
All right.
More work. Yeah, it would be nice to have it done, but
Well, it's
there's a lot of work between here and there. I'll smile when it's done.
Valid point, valid point.
Anyway, it's gonna ship today. Should be here Thursday.
Very exciting.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Be
And
here
then
Thursday.
Thursday, and then the fun part of changing it.
Yeah.
That's gonna probably take a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yep, it's ordered.
It's purchased.
So that's done.
It's one step
Yeah.
forward.
You get excited when you buy things. I get stressed because that means I'm spending money. I don't want to spend money. I don't like it. Good morning, everyone. Today is, I think, Thursday, June something. 16th. Yeah, June 16th, Thursday. And hopefully we are getting our rebuilt transmission in today. So we had to order a rebuilt transmission. Ours is a KBW10. It's an old model, and it actually, the way that it was built, it had the engine mounts directly on the transmission body itself. So it's really hard to find this style of transmission. You can't even get an exact replacement for it anymore. Your options are a rebuilt transmission, or you have to get a different transmission that has a converter to the current motor I have, the engine, but you also then have to hire a machinist to come out and manufacture some dog ears, manufacture something that the transmission can then like bolt to. It's way more complicated. So we just went with a rebuilt transmission for our current engine. Has a 1-year warranty, so we'll see how that works out for us. But that should be coming in today, which means I've got to get my old transmission off my engine. I don't know if that's going to happen today. I have been going through and working on cleaning the engine, derusting it, so I was going to kind of show that process today. Kind of go through it real quick. We went to Harbor Freight and picked up a chemical called Evaporust, and that is what I've been using to derust all the engine parts. If you'll remember last year,
We are having engine problems. We're not spitting enough water, and it sounds funny. We're a little bit worried that our water pump has officially crapped out on us.
Here we had a water pump issue with the engine seawater pump. That seawater pump leaked a lot of salt water into our engine bay, which has caused a lot of rusting, as well as our vacuum brake loop is old and leaks seawater into the engine bay. The exhaust loop, the exhaust elbow isn't seating properly, and also is leaking a little seawater into the engine. So I've got rusting happening in various places. It needs to be derusted, cleaned up, and then repainted with a a rust prevention paint of some kind. So that's been the process that I've been working on for the last week or so, you would say. I've just been letting parts soak in this evapor rust, and it does wonders. And then also been scrubbing with a wire brush, get rid of rust, get rid of any salt deposits, anything I can do to make our engine, cleaner, that much better, last longer before I put this new transmission in. So that's my process right now. The deck is hot. Hot, 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 hot. All right.
What you got?
Hopefully our replacement transmission. It's not packaged very well.
An unboxing. Let's. Yeah, no, it's not. It's pretty rough.
Okay.
Wow, that's so.
Looks like the one we have.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah, looks exactly like the one we have.
Cool.
It looks exactly like what I expected it to.
Okay, cool. I've not actually looked at ours, so I didn't know what to
It
expect.
shifts very nicely. Needs transmission fluid to shift even better,
Yeah.
but that's in,
It's freshly painted too, isn't it?
yeah, it's in really good condition.
Looks a lot better than the one that we currently have in the boat.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the one in the boat looks like, it doesn't work, so
I'm pretty happy with that.
hopefully this one works. Cool. Big,
Now I just gotta do the swap.
yeah, big projects ahead. A lot of engine cleaning and
A lot of engine
Painting.
cleaning and painting.
before this pretty shiny little guy can be attached.
Yeah. So, but cool.
Very exciting.
It's stoked. It's gonna be a lot of work ahead of us, though.
Yeah.
Creepers left and right, buzz like crazy. Everybody's trying to steal my lady. Spiders in the mirror and things can't be right.
How are you doing? How are you doing? The sun is right on your face. Let's see if I can find the cover for the hatch.
They were sending them so bad as the black bags.
Yeah. I'll go look for it.
Would I make a sound? The clock won't turn around. Ooh, you turn around. 1,000 little fires.
Storms again tonight. The rain has started. It's looking dark over there. The boat next to us is back. And a bit of sun going down over here.
With your pace, slowing things down when I wanted to race, catching up again when you're trying to chase. Feels like we're playing space. You always find a way to make up right.
What do you think the wind's blowing?
I don't know. That
First bit was,
probably like 25, 30 knots, that's my guess.
yeah, I think that first bit was probably over 30. Based on the day I was here by myself and was able to watch the wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, another storm, isn't it? And what is our storm activity?
Huh? What's our what?
What are we doing? Playing video games.
So a few days ago, I pulled off our belt that drives our internal water pump. It comes off of the engine block, spins our internal water pump, and then also spins our alternator, which normally sits right here. I've removed our alternator for the time being. There's a secondary belt that runs off of this pulley back here, and it goes to our seawater pump, which usually sits right in here. I have that removed. I've been trying to de-rust this pulley, as well as some parts right in here. I've got those parts removed, trying to clean those up, trying to make it to where I can repaint them. You can see the paint has started to like peel away here. So I've been trying to clean this up so that I can repaint all of these pulleys. So on this side of the engine, which is going to be our starboard side, I've been trying to clean these parts up. They're looking a little rusty. This is our throttle right here. So there's a bracket that fits onto this piece right here that controls our throttle. This is our engine kill right here. Our engine stop solenoid is not working right now, so we just have to manually do this, which it hasn't been used in a while, so it needs to be worked. But yeah, trying to clean all these parts up, de-rust them as much as possible, clean them up, and then we'll repaint them. You can see back here on the engine, or on the exhaust elbow, still got quite a bit of salt residue that I'm still working on cleaning up. Same with back here, which has been where the exhaust elbow has been leaking salt. Our motor mounts, they're looking fairly rusty, so I've been trying to clean those up, and this is all rust that I've scraped off and need to wipe up. Down there's gonna be a nightmare to work on, but I really need to get down in there, get all this water pulled out of here, and work on de-rusting that as well. I don't think we have any capability of doing it, but really what ultimately would need to happen is to pull the engine completely up, lift it up so I could get underneath the whole entire bottom properly before. But part of my projects are also to reseat the exhaust elbow. We're going to replace the vent line, the vacuum brake elbow up there. And if I can get that done, we've already replaced the water pump. It's a brand new water pump that's going to seawater pump we put in last year. Getting all that taken care of, we should prevent future saltwater infiltration into the engine bay, which will hopefully prevent further rusting over time. Had parts soaking in this evapor rust, which I can go ahead and show you all. So I've been soaking parts for a day now, and when this part went in, it looks completely de-rusted, completely clean now. This part is what goes on our throttle, so this part's gonna go right in here on the throttle, but I still have plenty of work to do on getting that area de-rusted. But that part came out beautifully after sitting in this evapor rust. So all these parts are going to get washed, dried, and then repainted with like I don't know, I think Rust-Oleum of some kind. I don't know. I got to do some research on what kind of paint to use for a marine engine. It's a new water hose. We've been needing a new water hose since we bought the boat.
Since the first time we used the old water hose.
The water hose that came with the boat is kind of old, and the black plastic rubber outside exterior just leaves black marks all over the boat whenever you are dragging the hose. So we got 100 foot of the scrunchy, packable, really lightweight water hose. So
about to use it for the first time.
Yep. We need to fill the boat with water.
Fill the water boat. Something like that.
Fix my hair, close the latch on the gate. I fly across this town cause I don't wanna be late. Pull up to your house and your dad is staring nose through me. We see a movie, spent all that I had. You say romantic comedies these days make you sad. Just empty and lonely, wishing for a world like that. I could never let you go. You are the current, the river, and the undertow.
To get the transmission out of the engine bay, I've got to take a lot of stuff out or off of the engine. Because of where the transmission sits on the engine, there's like fixing elbow has to come off, which means I also took like there's a vacuum brake loop as well. I took that off, and in the process of doing that, I think I might have screwed up part of our heat exchanger. So I'm trying to get the back plate off of our heat exchanger. 3 of the bolts came off. One of the bolts is pretty much stripped out, and just because it was so rusty, it just kind of crumbled. So we've ordered a set of tools that are designed to remove broken, busted, rusty bolts. At this point, I'm starting a bucket of bolts that are just going to have to be replaced. Not even worth saving. Just going to replace them. The engine, I'm not good with engines, and also we ran out of money, so the engine was heavily neglected.
I think you could be good with engines.
I could be.
Like, you have a brain for it. You just don't know it. It's just all new.
It's all new, yeah.
It's all learning for you.
Well, and
But you're super capable.
Well, and it's not that I don't think I can do it. It's that the broken bolts and the rusty bolts are maybe a pet peeve of mine that just immediately frustrate me and make me have no desire to continue working on the engine. So when I run into a broken bolt, it's just like, well, I'm done for the day because I don't want to keep screwing around with this, and I'm frustrated, and it just isn't fun. When I'm able to take it apart and clean it and put it back together, and it all goes back together without breaking anything, then it's good. I'm fine with it. I'm happy. But
that's not boat work.
But when the very first thing you do is you break something, it's just frustrating.
Puts a damper on the work.
Yeah. So, but it is what it is. One thing I did just realize is that whenever we go to do the transmission swap, we have to disconnect the propeller from the engine block, and all of our electrical is grounded to the engine block so that it can go out the propeller shaft. So when I disconnect the propeller from the transmission, we're going to have to turn off all the electrical because nothing will be grounded. And yeah.
The undertow, I will never let you go. You are the current,